Hello.
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 Yeah, can't hear it actually. Hello.
Yes, hello. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Sanjay from Pune Film Press Square. We
Okay.
are not able to, we are not able to view or see anything because it's
Yeah,
only,
just a
yeah.
moment. Like the representative has just
Yes,
joined. Yeah.
I'm connected. Yes, thank you
Yeah.
all for joining, and thank you, Avni and Deepa, for organizing the session. I'm just putting up the PPT and we'll start in a minute.
Yes, yes.
Perfect, perfect,
Okay.
perfect. No problem, no problem. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Yes, your screen is
Okay.
visible.
Right. I hope you can see the PPT and you can see me and hear me clearly as well. So we'll
Yes.
just kick start. If anybody else is also joining, they can join the session as we speak.
Right.
So for anyway, again, before beginning, thank you, Deepa, for organizing this session. And I can see a very good turnout today of your colleagues and partners. So thanks everyone for your time. I will keep the explanation of the PPT that we have here very short so that we can dedicate more time to your questions, which I believe are more important than this information because we have shared with you already the or the summary of this information in the form of an Excel file.
Yes.
If I
Yeah.
haven't, then I can share it once
Sure.
again.
Sure.
Okay. So who we are POLIMI Graduate School of Management. We are the business school of the #1 technical university based in Italy. And I myself, I am the admissions and business development manager for the Middle East and African region, and also including, of course, the Indian subcontinent. And I'm in charge of the promotion of all the full-time master and the full-time MBA programs. I reckon that most of your clients are people interested in full-time programs only, which require them to travel to Italy and stay here with the relevant stay back opportunities, PR, and everything. So that's why I've created this PPT um, on the basis of the full-time programs information. Of course, if any of your clients are interested in online programs, we can provide that information separately. But this presentation focuses on all the on-campus masters. Where are we located? We are in the beautiful country of Italy, the land of Dolce Vita, as it is called, and you can see some very iconic things associated with Italy on the screen. And I'm sure you can relate with some of them other than pizza and pasta as well. So these are some of the iconic things about Italy. We're associated with luxury, fashion, art, history, and so on. And in specific, we are based in the city of Milano, which is called the economic powerhouse of Italy because it is the city which produces the highest GDP per capita for the Italian economy. There are a lot of talks about unemployment and recession and poverty and all these things about Italy sometimes, which I'm sure candidates may be asking you, but all that refers to the south of Italy. The northern part, which is where Milan is. Milan is the capital of the Lombardy region, and this particular region is the richest zone in Italy, and it is very much the salary packages that you receive in a company in Milan are very much at par with any other major European capitals. The advantage of being in Milan, though, is that as a student, you spend much less money on your living expenses compared to other comparable European capitals like Paris or London. Also, Milan is the most industrialized city of Italy. So that is why it is called the economic powerhouse. And all the top Italian multinational companies have their headquarters in Milano. When you choose Milan as a study destination, when you join one of our programs, you're expected to rub shoulders with the top MNCs and Italian companies, which enhances your career development opportunities. Okay, as a legal entity, POLIMI GSOM is formed like this that you can see on the screen. So the first logo that you see is of Politecnico di Milano. We are part of Politecnico di Milano, which has a long-standing reputation and stature since 1863. So it was a university founded more than 160 years ago. We are the #1 technical university of Italy. By origin, Politecnico di Milano is an architecture, design, and engineering institution. But of course, as is common in any academic setup, the business school always has a different name and a different type of governance and offers a different set of programs. So the business school of Politecnico is POLIMI, Graduate School of Management, which is us. And we are formed by Politecnico di Milano, the university, which is our parent university, and by a group of these Italian and multinational companies that you can see on the screen. And this group includes some top names like Microsoft, Vodafone, Whirlpool, and so on. And this is a big advantage for students because thanks to this network that we are able to have an official company sponsor on each of the masters and the MBAs, depending on the sector. For example, luxury is with Christian Dior and the Prada Group, big data with IBM, supply chain with Whirlpool. Like this, we have some company, official company sponsors on each of the masters and the MBAs. And that is how the degree that the candidate gets has an added value in the job market. Some key selling points about our school is, of course, like I said, we are the business school of the #1 tech university in Italy. We are a Tribal Crown business school, so we are part of the top 6% of the elite list of universities, elite list of business schools in the world, which hold the Tribal Crown, which means the ACSB, AQUIS, and AMBA accreditations. And then, like I said, thanks to our company network, which spans more than 2,000 companies, each master and MBA is in partnership with an official top company. This slide is a snapshot of all the key details about our masters and MBAs. So like I said, we have made this PPT for only full-time programs, which means that they are based in Milan as the main location. And in case of some double degree programs, the additional location is some other country in Europe, which I will explain about when we get to that. The language of instruction is always English, so all the programs are 100% English taught with the opportunity to learn the local language on the campus free of cost. So we have Italian language lessons also included in the program. These are all full-time programs, and they all start in fall 2024. So the start date of most of the programs is either end of September or early October. And the duration of most of the programs is 1 year, except for a couple of programs that we have for 18 months. The main requirement for acceptance in master programs is to have at least a 3 years bachelor's degree. The discipline will depend on what program you're applying for and a good level of English language proficiency. For the MBA, you need at least a bachelor degree of 3 years plus at least 3 years of work experience. So for the masters, we don't need any work experience, but for the MBA programs, we do need 3 years of work experience after the bachelor's. The fee range for the master programs is 17,000 to 25,000 euros, and the MBA tuition fee is 38,000 euros. We will see the scholarships and other financial aid opportunities later on. And the degree award from Politecnico di Milano after graduation is the first level is specializing master's degree. And in case of a double degree program, in addition to this, the Master of Science degree will be awarded from the partner university. We will now see the master level programs first, which are programs which do not require any work experience. So even fresh graduates can apply for this. If there is a candidate who has some work experience also, they can be accepted as well. Essentially, the design of these programs is for recent graduates. At the master's level, we have two types of programs. Single degree programs, which are 1 year programs held only in Italy, so predominantly in Milan. And then we have double degree programs, which are held in Italy plus another country in Europe. So first we will see the single degree programs. And in this category, we offer topics like luxury management and customer experience. This master program is based in Rome, okay, in our Rome campus. Then all these others that I'm telling you about are based in Milan. So we have only one program, which is this one, the luxury customer experience program, which is based in Rome. And all the others that I'm going to tell you about now are based in Milan, which is our main campus. So in the Milan campus, we have got programs like media and communication management. We have marketing management. We have digital transformation, so digital innovation and new business design. We have the program in supply chain management. Then we have two programs in the field of sustainability, which are corporate social responsibility and environmental sustainability and circular economy. We've got two programs in the field of finance, which are fintech, financial technology, and then we have financial risk management. Then we have some tech programs like cybersecurity management and big data and business analytics and data science. And then another similar one is smart operations and industry 4.0, and this is about industrial automation. So these are all programs which are for 1 year and single degree, meaning only one title from Politecnico di Milano will be awarded upon graduation, and the location will be only Italy. The second category of programs, always within the master's level, are the double degree programs. Like I said, the double degree programs are offered in Italy plus in another country in Europe. So the first set are the programs based with French partners and with the Schema Business School, as you may be well aware of. We have two master programs. The first one is entrepreneurship and design for sustainability. And then we have other master in product management, UI, UX design with the Schema. So the one part of the program is in Sofia Antipoli in France, and then the second part will be in Milan. And then we have the topmost master program on our portfolio, which is the Master in Luxury Management with Neoma Business School in France. The only issue here is that we don't have enough places for Indian candidates usually in this master. So only if you apply very early, you get a place. Otherwise, you simply be on the waiting list. This master also has the first semester in France and the second semester in Italy. Okay. Then we have two master programs with UK-based partners. With Henley Business School of the University of Reading, we have the program in International Business and Digital Transformation. This program is for 18 months, and the first term will be in the UK, the second term will be in Italy, and the third one will be either in Italy or the UK, depending on the choice of the candidate. The main visa sponsorship will be of the UK because the program begins in the UK. So before leaving your country, the candidate has to obtain the UK study visa, which will be given for the entire 18-month study period, and they have the right to apply for the PSW in the UK after this one. The second similar program that we have is with University of Strathclyde Business School based in Scotland, and this master program is in project management. This is also an 18-month program, but the first semester is in Italy. So before leaving India, the candidate has to do the Italian study visa. And then for the second term, they will be going to the UK. And then for the last one, either in the UK or Italy, again, depending on the choice of the candidate. We don't need IELTS and TOEFL certificates or any other English language certificates for Indian candidates for any of our masters and MBAs. The exceptions will be these two programs because they have a part in the UK. So for the UK study visa, you obviously need IELTS 6.5. Okay. And then the last one is the Innovation and Entrepreneurship program, which we offer with the WHU, which is Otto Basham School of Management based in Germany. So here the first year is in Italy and the second year can be in Germany if the candidate wants to. But the second year is an option. It's not compulsory like the other master programs with France and UK. So in this program, you can do the first year of studies in Italy. If you're happy with it, you finish there. If you want to go to Germany for the second year, you can do that if you want to. It's an option. These are all the masters. Now let's take a look at the full-time MBA. So the MBA programs are for people with at least 3 years of work experience. Okay, which means that you need to have a bachelor's degree in any discipline, plus at least 3 years of full-time work experience after the completion of the bachelor. Okay. So at the full-time level, we have actually also the part-time MBA and the distance learning MBA, but I have not mentioned the info on that because it's not relevant for your clients because they're based in Asia. So we'll concentrate on the full-time ones, and the two full-time MBA programs that we have are these. The International Full-Time MBA based in Milan, which is our flagship program, and then the Dual Degree MBA based in Rome, which is with the John Cabot University based in Roma. Okay. Now, just a quick word on the application process. So the methodology that we follow with agencies is this. I am your central contact point, your reference point at the school. So even before submitting the application, you can always send me the CV of the candidate. This serves two purposes. The first purpose is that I instantly know that this candidate comes from you, so we don't have any confusions later on. Secondly, I can pre-assess the CV and tell you which is the program that you can apply for, because you guys work with so many universities multiplied by so many programs that it's hard to keep track of really, okay, what is the eligibility criteria for each master? So that is where I come in to help you out. So if you can simply share the CV of the candidate with me, even on WhatsApp, no problem, then I can quickly tell you that you have the green light to apply for the program in question, and then you can submit the application over here. Because if you submit an application for an ineligible candidate, then you waste the candidate's money and your time and my time. So there's no point. So that's why the pre-assessment is essential, which we do for all the candidates all over the world. Okay, once you have my green light about the CV, you can submit the application on the online application portal, which is apply.gzome.polimi.it. The link is there on the website. I can share it with you as well. And on the portal, you have to upload the CV of the candidate, the degree if it's available, the transcripts or mark sheets of the bachelor's, whatever they get from their school, the letter of motivation, which is the SOP, and then the passport and the photograph of the candidate, and pay the application fee, which is 100 euros. Now, the the other documents, which are the reference letter and the scholarship essay, these are to be submitted after the interview. Okay, so once you submit the CV, degree mark sheets, SOP, passport picture, and application fee, the application is submitted, and then we invite the candidate for the motivational interview. The motivational interview for the master programs is conducted on a video platform, which is an AI-powered platform. It is not like Zoom or Skype. So you don't speak to anybody in that interview. You simply speak into a camera recording a video answer for each question. And it's for about 15-20 minutes. For the MBA, the interview is online, but it is in a traditional way, like a call on Zoom or Skype with the admissions team. And for the MBA, the candidate also needs to take the POLIMI test. So we don't ask for GMAT and GRE scores for any of our masters and MBAs. And therefore, we have our own assessment test, which is called the POLIMI test for MBAs. This test is a simple case study solution task. It is not like GMAT or GRE, for which you need months of preparation and books and mathematics and all that stuff. Okay, so once these steps are cleared, then the candidate will be invited to submit at least one reference letter and the scholarship essay. I will send them the topic on which to write the essay, and then they receive the final admission offer. When the candidate receives the final admission offer, they have to pay the first installment if they want to become a participant, if they want to join the program. The first installment is 3,000 euros for the master programs and 7,000 euros for the MBA. This payment is due within 15 days from when you get the admission offer letter. Okay, if a candidate needs a bit more time, we're flexible with that, no problems. Okay, once they pay, then they become a participant, and that is when our MCU office will get in touch with them to provide them the official visa letter for the visa application, to guide them on the DOV process, the pre-enrollment process, and also the accommodation options in Milan and Rome. So on all these practical matters, we have a dedicated wing which will support the candidate. Of course, at the local level, you will support the candidate with all of this. Okay. Then for the scholarships. So the master program tuition fee is different for different master programs, the range being 17,000 to 25,000 euros. And we offer merit-based scholarships covering up to 30% of the fee. For the MBA, the fee is 38,000 euros, and the merit-based scholarships can cover up to 50% of the fee. To apply for these, they have to write a scholarship essay. And like I said, once the candidate clears the interview, I send them a topic on which to prepare this essay. So very simple. In addition to this, the candidate can also avail an early bird discount of 500 euros if they make the application before 15th of April 2024. There's a typo on the PPT, it's 15th April. All this is not applicable for the international business program, for the luxury program with Neoma, and for the product management program with the schema. Okay, for these three programs, we have no scholarships. Okay, another common question that is asked by candidates are the stay back options. So after all the programs, the students can stay back in Italy for up to 20 months, which means 8 plus 12. So the student will get the study visa for Italy first, which will cover the study period. On top of this, they can apply for a renewal of the study visa itself for up to 8 months while they're waiting for their final degree to come from Politecnico di Milano. And on top of that, they can apply for the job search permit, which is called the job search and students entrepreneurship permit, which can be for up to 12 months. So it's a maximum period of 20 months that you're looking at. And of course, once a candidate in this period obtains a job opportunity, then they have the right to convert the study visa into the work visa. After 5 years of consecutive stay in Italy, one can get the permanent residence permit. And after 10 years of consecutive stay in Italy, they can also get the nationality. Okay, so this is the information from my end. You can see my email ID and my phone number. This number is available on WhatsApp as well. I'm very active on WhatsApp, so you can instantly share the CV of the candidate or any other query with me, no problems. And you can follow us on all the social media platforms. The YouTube channel that you see over here, Good Morning Expat, is my YouTube channel for international students and expatriates in Milan. So we have videos on how to find an apartment in Milan, where to buy Indian groceries, and all the non-academic matters that affect the life of international students in Italy and in Milan specific. Okay, so this is all the info. Now we can take the questions. I don't know if you want to add anything, Deepa or Ravni or anyone.
In the chat box, they have already
Yeah,
wrote some
let's take that
questions.
one by
Yeah.
one. Correct. Okay, perfect. So I have, okay, let us start with, all right, I have a question from Rajeshwari, which is the English language level. No, so okay, so for all the programs, we don't need any English language certificate as long as the bachelor's of the candidate was taught in English. Okay, plus they pass our interview. This is the rule for all the programs except these two, which are with our UK-based partners.
UK-based partners, yes.
And as is common, they need an IELTS certificate of 6.5. Okay, even if you studied in English medium. Okay. And how many years of gap is accepted? This is subjective, dear. So there is no guideline about how many years of gap do we accept or something. We have to see every CV case by case. As a general rule, if it's a candidate who has recently graduated from bachelor's and has some years of work experience, they are good to go for the master's. And usually the typical age bracket in the master's is 20 to 25, 26 years. In the MBA, the age bracket is more wide. It's 25 to 40 years. And there can be people having even sometimes 10, 12 years of work experience. But in Italy, it's not like Canada and all these years where you have like a specific guideline on the gap period. We don't have that. So you have to show me the CV of the candidate to understand which program can be right for them. Okay. What is TAT for offer letter?
Turnaround
Pardon
time,
my
like
ignorance.
within how many days you can give the student the
Okay,
offer letter after the
I
interview?
see. Okay, sure. So our standard processing time is usually 20 to 25 working days, but this really depends on the candidate. So when you submit the application, we send them the interview invitation almost in a day or two.
Okay.
And they get a link instantly, but they have 15 days to complete this interview. So some candidates do it in 2 days and some take 15 days. So it really depends on how fast the candidate can do the interview and how fast he can submit the scholarship letter and everything after we release the interview results. So consider that it can be anything between 7 to 10 days and 20 to 25 days. Okay. But if you have a special case for which you need something very fast, we can help you. Okay. Scholarship. Yes, so like I said, I'll go back to that slide. The fee range for the masters is 17,000 to 25,000 euros, and the merit-based scholarships can cover up to 30%. For the MBA, the fee is 38,000 euros, and the merit-based component can cover up to 50% of the fee. What do you have to do for the merit-based scholarships? You need to write an essay. The candidate needs to write an essay, okay? And it's submitted after they clear the interview. And in addition, the other thing that you can avail is the early bird discount if anybody submits the application before 15th of April. Okay,
And
the installment plan, yeah.
yes, Bor, I was asking like for the scholarships, okay, it is applicable for the dual degree programs as well, right? For the UK
All the
program or the
programs,
Germany.
all the programs except for these. The International Master in Luxury Management for Neoma Business School, no
Okay.
scholarships.
Okay.
Product Management UI UX Design with the Schema, no scholarships.
Okay. Fine.
International Business Digital Transformation with Henley, no scholarships. For Project Management with the Strathclyde, we have scholarships.
Mm-hmm.
For Innovation and Entrepreneurship with WHAU, we have scholarships. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The installment plan, yes. So the The master program fee is paid in 4 installments. The first installment is always 3,000 euros. The candidate has to pay as soon as they are admitted, within 15 days from when they get the offer letter. The second installment is 2,500 euros, and that is paid around 15 September, before the start of the program. The third installment is around 6,000 euros, which is paid in November 2024, and the very final one will be paid in February 2025. For the MBA program, the total split is 3 installments. The first installment is always 7,000 euros, again payable within 15 days from when you get the offer letter. The second installment is around 14,000 euros, which is paid in October 2024. And the very final one, whatever is remaining, will be paid in March 2025. Okay. What's the possibility of getting the scholarship? The possibility is high. What is the percentage? It will vary. So a maximum percentage of a scholarship that we can award is 30% for masters and 50% for the MBA, but not everybody gets the maximum. You can get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, any percentage under these maximum limits. And it depends on the quality of the essay and the interview performance of the candidate. Okay. Do we need document translation in Italian language? Yes, you need all of this, but not for admission. So all of this will be required for the visa. So all the pre-steps that you have to take for the visa. So you will need to apply for the declaration of value. And for the declaration of value, the pre-steps are to do the apostille Italian translation and everything. On this, the MCU office will support you. How many intakes are there? We have only one intake per year, which is the fall intake. So September, October. What is the visa success rate? It's almost 100%, because our programs are not like the low cost and free education programs offered by public universities in Italy. And I understand where your question is coming from. So for such free education programs, there are a lot of visa rejections, and if there is a rejection, nobody else can help you out, because clearly the universities are not interested if you are a free candidate. As far as our programs are concerned, first, the cost is high, and then the selection process is different. So we accept only good quality candidates, and therefore they are able to crack the visa interview and everything. As far as we are concerned, if something goes wrong, we have our in-house immigration lawyers who will support the case of the candidate. So in the last 10 years, this is my 10th year in POLIMI Graduate School of Management. In the last 10 years, I have seen only 5, 6 cases where the Italian consulate raised a question, and our immigration law firm reverted all the cases. So in our case, it is close to 100%. We are not in the low-cost free education category, Murthy. Okay. Okay, how many backlogs are accepted? This will depend on the candidate, dear. So when you send us the transcript and degree of the candidate, the protocol is to send it to the master office at Politecnico di Milano, who tell us if the candidate is admissible or not, and only then they are admitted. So this depends case by case. Okay, what's the application deadline? The very final application deadline for non-European students is end of June. But yes, 15th April, which is coming up, is the deadline to avail the early bird discount. Okay. I guess we have covered most of the questions. Okay, we have something else coming up. What are the chances of getting a part-time job and getting a professional job? Okay, so in Italy, on the study visa, you can work part-time for up to 20 hours per week. However, with our programs, this is not recommended. So we don't recommend candidates to rely on the prospect of doing a part-time job, especially to fund, their living expenses. Why? Because when you come to Italy, first of all, you take a couple of months to get accustomed to the new environment, which is not essentially English speaking. Secondly, the workload of the programs is very high. So it's 9 to 6 Monday to Friday. Then also on Saturday and Sunday, we have company related activities. There are exams, group assignments, individual assignments, presentations. Okay, a lot to do. And so you wouldn't have any time to devote to a part-time activity. The good thing is that all the programs have the last component, which we call the project work, which can be an internship in a company if the candidate finds one. So the industrial experience begins usually with an internship, but that is in the last part of the program, the last 3 to 4 months of the program. But during the first 8 to 9 months, the didactic part, the candidate has to come prepared with the living expenses. And how much are the living expenses? Yes, it's about 1,000 to 1,200 euros per month, by which I mean fixed expenses like rent, groceries, local public transport, mobile phone card, and so on. Okay, great. So anything else that you would like to add, Deepa,
Yes,
Ravni,
like
that
yeah, for MBA programs, you said that the minimum 3 years experience is needed. So it can be of
needs?
any field
Yes, it
experience.
can be any kind of experience, but ideally in like a company related setup, like in a company based setup. So if we have candidates who are in non corporate backgrounds like medicine, nursing,
Right,
military services, teaching, etc., then we have to evaluate the CV case by case. Anyway, the bottom line of the whole thing is that you have to send me the CV of the candidate.
right. Yeah,
Okay?
we will do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
because
we will
without
start the
that,
application process.
exactly. So once I give you the green light, and
Mm.
I'm very active on WhatsApp. Okay, so just
Okay,
send me like the
sure.
PDF on WhatsApp, and I can very quickly tell you
Which
if it's
program they
good to
can
go.
apply. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. So
And
that is
application fees is for all the programs, right? 100
yes,
euros.
that is correct. In some periods, we do have discount codes for the application fee. Okay. I
Okay.
can provide you one discount code which we have available now, which will work until 15th of April.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so using that, the application fee for masters will become 50 euros instead of 100,
Mm-hmm.
and for the MBA, it will become 100 euros instead of 150. Okay,
Okay.
I can
Good.
send you that code, Deepa, by email, which you can share with your partners.
Yes, please.
Okay, and how much funds to be shown for the expense for the visa? So, you will need to show the entire tuition fee that the candidate is due to pay to the school, plus the receipt of whatever they have paid, plus the living expenses, which in case of Italy are about 6,000 euros for a year. Okay, but you have to read the checklist of VFS Italy in the northern region and the western region or the eastern region to understand what exactly do they want. But keep in mind that these are only guidelines. It does not mean that yes, I showed 6,000 euros and done. They evaluate the entire candidature of the candidate, like what is your parents funding, what's your family situation, and everything. Okay, but the general rule is this. Okay, so I guess Deepa, we have covered most of the points here.
Yes.
Of course, the discussion can go on for
Yeah,
forever,
exactly.
but
No, no, you have covered almost everything.
okay, so I'm
Also,
very much available, like I said, for any
yes,
future, queries for anything else too. So, like I said, you can connect with me on
sure.
WhatsApp,
Yeah,
and
I will.
then, please let us know whatever you need from my end. We have met at a good time in the sense that now the September October intake is coming up, so you have almost 3-4 months in hand from now to pull in the applications, and
Right.
then
Can I just know
so
the
we'll
deadline?
be in
I
touch.
missed it.
Yeah,
What's the
yes,
deadline?
the very final deadline for non-European candidates is end of June, 30th
Okay.
of June.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, got it. Thank
but
you.
yes, the early bird discount deadline
It
is
is
15th
15th
of
April.
April.
Yeah. And
Okay,
that is 500 euros, right? The early bird discount.
yeah, correct,
Okay, fine.
correct.
Got it.
Yes.
So, thanks for your time today, Bor. It was really nice having you
No,
in the
thank you to
session on
you. I
Italy.
could see there is a very good turnout. So
Exactly. Yeah.
thanks so much for for all your support
Yeah.
in organizing this very nice session. I can see around 40 people. I
Yes.
believe all of you are from all over India, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so thanks very much for
Yeah.
connecting.
We will be waiting for the presentation, okay, so that we
Yeah,
can share them to the attendees.
okay, so this PPT we usually don't share because we have
Right.
some privacy
Okay.
concerns, but there is an Excel file that is a beautiful Excel file with all the details
Right.
and the brochures.
Okay.
Remind me, Deepa, if I have already sent it to you or I haven't.
It will be good if you are sending me again
I can send
with,
it again, no worries.
and if
I
you
can
have
share it
like
with you
any
again.
other brochures or flyers or for
Yes, so
this
that Excel
scholarship,
basically, okay, for that Excel has that info. It has the
okay.
info on the scholarships, the links to all the brochures, and the
Right.
requirements as well.
Okay, fine. So that one
Okay.
document will suffice, all right.
Yeah, it has everything all together.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your
Okay.
time.
All right. Thank you, Deepa. Have a good
Have
day.
a good
Bye-bye.
day. Yeah, bye.
Ciao, ciao.